Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I'll welcome you and I thank you for being on here. I am a parent of 2 children and I'm all about sharing tips and inspiration on how we can raise happy and confident children, as well as enjoy our parenting journey. I come from a confidence coaching background and a child development professional, so I'm here to give you some juice, give you some inspiration and uplift you as a parent, caregiver. Alright, so for this topic, this one's a big one, because if you are like me, you have your toddler or teenager, this is relevant for both, who are stuck to their iPad, the TV or their video games, and it can turn into like a spiral where you don't know what to do about it because it's just gone to extremes. They don't listen to you, it's a fight if you want them to get off the game or off the TV, and it's just become a habit for them. So the big question is, how do we get them to at least reduce their screen time? So this is all about reducing screen time, because what I want you to understand, that you may be thinking, oh, but I want them to stop completely. For me, I feel like everything is a balance. Everything should be done in moderation. There's nothing wrong with screen time. It's not good or bad, but when it goes to spending most of our time looking at a screen, playing video games, watching cartoons on the iPad, 5 hours a day, that's when it could become a problem. So I think everything is in moderation. So this video is for you if you want to find 2 simple yet effective ways that you can reduce your child's screen time. It's going to be super simple and I'm going to break it down for you. It's worked for us and it's been working non-stop for a long time now. And it's something that we've used to make sure that our toddler, who's 3 years old, nearly 4, is not like consistently in front of the screen. So what do? Let's go dive into it right now. The first thing you could do is, I love this one, wait, before I even go into that, before I even go into the juicy 2 tips, first of all, I want you to think about this is your mindset. I want you to go with this idea that it could potentially take some time and a little bit of resistance from your child to get them off the screen. Because obviously right now they've developed a habit of always being on it. Maybe they go straight on to play video games after school, or they ask you first thing in the morning for cartoons, and it's a habit for them. It's something that they do, and they are sort of not addicted, but it releases that adrenaline rush, those endorphins, those happy hormones, makes them feel good, so they are quite addicted to it. So the first thing you need to say to yourself is, I am ready for the resistance that I'm going to face, and maybe the tantrums or the withdrawal symptoms from our teenagers, as soon as I implement these new tactics, okay, to get them off it. So just be prepared for that. All right, anyway, so let's go to the first tip. The first thing I want you to do is to set an alarm. So tell your child that what you're going to do is now, for going forward, is you're going to let them have screen time, but it's going to be for a specific amount of time in the day. So me and my husband, we know a family where they're quite regimented when it comes to screen time, and they let their children play video games. I think it's about half an hour a day, and it's just something that they always constantly do. It's just the norm in the household. So this is the kind of momentum I want you to build. So what you would do, say for example your child is using the iPad, you could actually set the alarm on the iPad so that when the alarm goes off, it literally interrupts the screen, and it comes up, interrupts them, and at least they know that it's the alarm telling them to stop screen time and not us as parents, because who wants to be told what to do all the time? So we could be like, look, the alarm's telling you it's time to finish. So you might set the alarm for you might allow them to have 10 minutes of screen time, half an hour, 1 hour if it's your teenager. You might say to them, look, you can have half an hour video games, here's the alarm clock, as soon as it goes off you have to turn it off. That is something you can really implement, because it takes away that power struggle. Oh, you're always telling me what to do, you always, that kind of resistance we get from our children. So you can actually set the alarm and let, blame it on the alarm clock. So that's something you can really go forward with. This is something that we use all the time. We can use our Alexa, we like Alexa, set the alarm for half an hour, or we literally use the iPad, set the alarm clock on there, or I use my phone. Whatever makes it easy for you to do, set that alarm. The second thing you can do that's really important is, okay, now that we're minimizing screen time, what can our children do instead? Because what you might notice is that they feel like, oh, what do I do? There's no video games, there's no this, there's no that. So they're going to start to, themselves start to find creative ways of what they could do instead. They might start playing with their toys more. They might decide to go outside more. I know my family member, my nephew, he started to do more exercise now that he's got less screen time. He feels a lot more focused since having less screen time as well. So it's great. It's really actually improving his level of focus, his attention. He's able to do his homework for longer. So it's actually very beneficial to have less screen time, but still have it in your life, because again, it's not a bad thing. It's just about moderation. So inspire them. Figure out what it is that they enjoy doing. All right, if your child likes to play outside on their bike, maybe they can do that instead every so often. If they like to read books and stories and like to be read to, get them to do that more often. So they need to be something they're inspired by, something they're excited to do instead of the screen time that they were usually having on a regular basis. That will get them more in tune and more ready to play, to team up with you to reduce this and be okay with reducing screen time. So there's two simple effective ways. First of all, set that alarm. The alarm, I love it. I've got another video on how to help your children how to minimize tantrums, especially like when you're in a playground and you need to leave and they don't want to leave and they're fighting you and you end up spending 15 minutes trying to convince them to leave the park. You can set the alarm. So I'll leave the link for the video on that, on how to use alarm in other ways. But you can use that for screen time, and then also get them into other activities. And what you'll notice is that even if you don't manage to find other alternatives straight away, they'll start to find their own feet, and they'll start to be like, oh, I forgot I had that book in there, or I forgot I had that game in my room, and they'll start to busy themselves with other things. And they may even be interested in more mindfulness activities. If you wanted to get them into mindfulness or yoga or a form of exercise or meditation, it's a great way to start opening that opportunity for them now that they're having less screen time. So I really hope that helps. Leave a thumbs up if it has, and let me know if you try it. Does it work? Leave a comment below. Or if you've got other ideas on how we can reduce screen time, please share them below. I know we'll all be grateful for that as parents. It takes a village to raise a child at the end of the day. So I really appreciate you watching this video. There'll be more coming. Let me know if there's any topics or anything else you struggle with, and I will definitely create a video on that. Just let me know if you want to help with more like getting over tantrums, or helping you with getting over baby blues if you've just had a baby. So just let me know. I'm all about that, all about positive parenting. So definitely stay tuned, and I would love for you to subscribe if you like these videos, and I will see you soon. Ciao.